It's time to do the Ellie-Jean Royden style roots quiz. And I have to say, I'm very excited to do it because I talked about my last video a bit about my own style and how I do feel like I incorporate some boho-esque elements in my style. And I mentioned that it would be nice to actually know and maybe do the Ellie-Jean Royden style roots quiz. So here we are right now. Hi guys, I go by Bunny, which is a childhood nickname given by my sister, and I like style and I like Pokemon. Again, this video isn't gonna be about Pokemon, it's strictly gonna be a style video, and what it's gonna be even more is getting to know my own style through the Ellie-Jean Royden style roots quiz. So let's analyze our own style. I have pen and paper here, which I guess I'm gonna need, and I'm gonna share my screen so you can also see what I'm doing in the big screen here. So I'm gonna make myself smaller and let's go from there. Let's go through some of these 8 style roots. So we have the moon style root, which is described to be dark and rebellious. The sun one, which is wild and experimental. Flower, which is sweet and delicate. Fire, which is sensual and luxurious. Earth, which is, I guess, the descriptor word is earthy. Mushroom, which is classic and elegant. Mountain, which is strong and powerful. Stone, which is relaxed and at ease. Yeah, those are the style roots. And now I'm gonna click to the style roots quiz, and the instructions say to pick 1 to 3 answers, and I think I'm gonna pick 3 from each question. So let's go through this. First one, think about who you are at your core. What elements about you are consistent? So focused, ambitious, easygoing, caring, rebellious, quirky, sweet, and sensual. Pen and paper, guys, pen and paper. Caring is something that I would describe myself as. I have a master's degree in healthcare. I do feel like I have some caring bone in my body. And definitely ambitious. What's the third one though? I think I can be quite easygoing as well. So let's go with that. Which of these fabrics do you find yourself most drawn to? So here are the pictures of fabrics. But I think for this one, the words are quite easy. So cotton, cashmere, denim, linen, leather, metallic, lace, silk. For me, definitely cotton, linen, and denim. In which of these locations would you feel most comfortable? For this one, I'm gonna first look at the pictures and decide. Okay, so definitely A, I do love a beach, I do love the sea, so I'm just immediately gonna put that in. Then the C, I think I do like a city landscape, and I do like to wander around the cities as well. Office, as much as I do love my home office, I don't think office is my favorite place in the world. Party maybe isn't. This is very exotic, but I think the D one here is more me, like wooden landscapes. I do like a cafeteria with some, croissants and strawberries, etc. and coffee. Love a good coffee, but I think I'm gonna go with A, C, and D. So an empty beach, city streets, and an autumnal wood. Okay, let's go with those. Which of these outfits do you find most appealing? Let's again look at the pictures. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, just looking at these pictures, I think the F actually is very stylish and I like that. Not maybe the color palette, it's very dark for me. I do prefer some lighter colors and some, well, not basically black. I prefer muted tones, but having a vest or a top on top of collared shirt, some jeans. That's very me. Again, wearing a t-shirt and vest top right now. So I'm gonna put F. This doesn't really resonate with me. This doesn't really resonate with me. The C one maybe does. It's very casual. This is like a summer outfit for me. I'm gonna put that in C. The B really isn't my style, but the A and the D are. But thinking about these, I think I wear a lot of collared shirts, and she has the sweater or the knit there as well, which I actually have right now as well. So I think I'm gonna put A for that reason, because I do really like collared shirts, and knits are easy to put over them, and jeans, yeah, very basic. So I'm gonna put A. So which did we it's just outfit A, B. Yeah, okay. So I went with F, C, and A. How would you most want people to describe you at a party? Elegant, smart, relaxed, free spirit, mysterious, silly, graceful, sexy. At a party, I think this means that what would you like other people to see in you? What kind of descriptive words kind of stroke your ego? I think this is what we're gonna answer here. I definitely want people to see me quite relaxed, even though I am very time and schedule oriented, and I am a person who does very well with set routines. I'm very set in my own routines, but then there's the other side of me that loves adventure and loves experiencing new things. So like free spirited, relaxed is very something that I would like other people to see me as, and I have those parts in me, but sometimes those can get buried under my like time management and my own set ways or my scheduling. But those parts are in me, so, and I would like other people to see them. Other thing is smart. I'm smart in some cases, but I think because I'm quite bad, I'm very bad actually at mathematics, and that's kind of, I'm insecure about that. Well, not anymore, but I have been in the past very insecure about that. I'm smart in other things, but I'd like people to see that I'm smart as well. Maybe not mathematically, but in other things. So I'd say smart. It's B. Yeah, B. Then it's mysterious, silly, graceful, sexy. At a party, well, it depends what kind of party. If it's a very evening party, sure, graceful. But again, or elegant actually, if it's like party where you have a gown on or something, maybe elegant. But those aren't really parties where I attend to. Of course, I always want to exude eleganza, but I'd say smart, maybe relaxed and free spirit. I mean relaxed in a way that you don't look like you underdressed, because I would never underdress, because it doesn't define which kind of party. I'm gonna go with smart, relaxed, and free spirits. Then, what's the question here? How would you most like your home to feel? Okay. A is too meh. B is too penthousey. C I actually like. D is cottage. E is interesting. F I actually do again like a lot of like wall art, and G is very cute, and H is, I don't know, basic. E I'd put C. The D one is like maybe too cottagey. I'm gonna put F and then G. C, F, G. So I chose industrial, then I chose experimental and dreamy. Okay. Which of these outfits do you find most appealing? Let's again look at the pictures first. Just looking at this, I would definitely go with sweater dress. Then D. Love this, hot summer day vibe. I'm not against like skirts that are shaped like this, but as a dress, that's not really what I'd go for, especially not a black one, although we are not like nitpicking colors here. Just the overall vibe here, I'd say actually the F one is the next one. Again, the color isn't my favorite. It's very like acidy, but as a style, that's probably the one. So yeah, I'm gonna go with C, D, and F. How do you most like to feel at work? Calm, powerful, practical, relaxed, daring, uplifting, charming, fiery. Work community is quite important to me. I would definitely want to be uplifting to my coworkers, so I'm gonna go with F. And then I do want to feel relaxed in a sense that I can be relaxed at my work. I don't want to feel like a basket case all the time. So I'm gonna put relaxed, and then I have to put powerful. I do want to feel powerful in my own work that I do. Calm is also a good one. Like, sure, I want to be calm. Practical is, yeah, it's a good one, but it's not like top 3 of these ones. It's like either calm or relaxed. So which one would we go for? It's powerful, uplifting. I would want to feel calm. But again, you know, there are days when I'm very busy. I can't really feel super calm, but I want to feel that I can ease into the work, be a bit relaxed with it. I'm gonna choose relaxed. Let's go with that one. Which of these activities sound the most enjoyable? Observing modern art, delivering an empowering speech, definitely not that one. Playing tennis, yes. Walking in the forest, yes. Exploring an abandoned building, no. Trying new foods, yeah, sure. Attending afternoon tea, sure. Drinking cocktails, well, I'm more of a wine and beer kind of person. Cocktails really isn't my thing, except, well, some are nice, but not my favorite thing to do. The sporty ones for sure. Playing tennis, walking in the forest. I think out of these ones, I choose the new foods in the market. Like, I love a food market. You know, you can be in a market and collect your lunch from different tasting bits. That sounds fun. And, you know, have a little coffee. So, C, D, and F. Which of these outfits do you find most appealing? A, B, C, D. A is very basic, but also, you know, simple, easy, jeans, t-shirt, coat. Nice. I do love a blazer, but as a whole, this outfit says maybe a bit too much. Like, I wouldn't maybe wear miniskirt with an oversized blazer. Also, there's collared shirt. There's also like turtleneck underneath. It's quite much. I love pieces from this outfit, but maybe I wouldn't put them together like this. It's very super power dressing, although I do like that, but it's too much. I would want it to be more relaxed, and the oversized blazer isn't enough. So maybe not gonna choose the B one. Don't love an overall. Actually, I do like this summer outfit here. There's like mini skirt or mini shorts. Not that one. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with A. It's very basic, looks nice. This is very summery. This is also very loose, very nice. But if I'm thinking cooler weather, then yeah, sure. I'd work with a fur coat. I actually do own a faux fur coat that I love and cherish, but like, what do I find the most appealing? Like, this is an outfit again with the hat, with the, well, leather gloves are fine. I'm not really a leather hat wearer. It like gives off a different vibe. So I'd say A, C, and F. Which of these factors is most important to you when choosing a new handbag? Simple, structured, practical, slouchy, edgy, unique, feminine, lavish. Well, I do love a unique bag. So I'm gonna put that. Also, well, simple, yeah, it doesn't, well, practical. Yeah, practicality is important. I do carry a lot of stuff. I don't really care if it's slouchy or structured. I also don't really care if it's simple. A lot of handbags, what does that even mean? Edgy, not really. I guess it's between simple and slouchy, because I do prefer it more slouchy than structured. But it doesn't have to be simple though. Simple or slouchy? That's very hard. I guess I'm gonna go with simple. Don't need too much bells and whistles in a handbag, because slouchiness isn't like, it doesn't have to be. It's nice, but that's not like super requirement. Which of these careers sound most appealing to you? Okay, interior designer, lawyer, lifestyle blogger, academic at Oxford, tattoo artist, film producer, primary school teacher, luxury good marketing. Well, I do like to be somewhat academic. I do have a master's degree, and I am like very much into educating myself forward, also educating others. So I'm gonna put D. Producing a film could be nice. It's very different, but I do have worked in some events. It's very different than producing a film, but you know, some creative work I do enjoy, part of my job. Let's put that. Then school teacher, I do love to teach others. Not so sure if I want to be a primary school teacher though, but the others, like interior designer, I do like that, but designing for others and buildings, maybe not really my thing. Blogger, I wouldn't want to blog my whole lifestyle and be very much seen all the time, so maybe not that either. I'm gonna put the primary school teacher one then, sure. Which of these details do you feel most attracted to? I'm just gonna look at the pictures again. I do love a vest, but pinstripe, not really my vibe. This is nice, also very nice. Like, what did it ask? Like details. Okay, so details. Like, look at the details. Oh, the coffee is the teacher here. Oh, blazer. I do like a blazer. Leather jackets aren't not really my style. What's the detail here? It's very basic. This is like very ruffly, very cute. Okay, I'm gonna say D. Maybe C as well. And A, which is like a simple but beautiful knit top or vest. Oh, and let's look at the words. So I picked A, so plain. All right, plain. Then C, argyle. All right, yeah, I guess I like argyle prints. Tweed. Okay, it's tweed blazer. Yeah, sure. Stripe detail. Yeah, well, I'm not much into stripes or florals or leopard print. Well, leopard print is actually, I do like leopard print. Actually, I do view leopard print as a basic for myself. I do actually like that. So should I change? It's just that this picture doesn't really resonate with me either. That, well, there's water. I like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to my answers. So I picked argyle. I would change argyle over leopard print maybe, because I do own more leopard print pieces than argyle pieces, but the overall vibe here is I like this more, although I do incorporate leopard print as well. How would you most like your makeup to look on a first date? Effortless, polished, sculpted, natural, dark, bright, soft, well, soft, natural, and effortless. This was an easy one. Which of these design style do you resonate with the most? Minimalist, professional, preppy, bohemian, gothic, avant-garde, Parisian, glam. Well, like I mentioned in my last video, I do have some boho-esque things incorporated in my style quite often, so I'm gonna choose bohemian. Then I'm gonna choose, I think, avant-garde. I think it's like, because sometimes I do love pieces that are a bit out there. And then preppy, not really sure. I do feel like I incorporate some preppy elements, but also like it's between preppy and minimalist right now, because I do love like sweater vests and I do love collared shirts, but I also don't like to fuss too much. But maybe like, what's the opposite of minimalist? Can it be like avant-garde? Maybe not the opposite, but yeah, I'm very basic, but I like to add those details. So maybe instead of being super minimal, I actually bring something that makes it less very, very minimal. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna with preppy because I do love sweater vests and you know, collared shirts, and I incorporate those like year round. So I'm gonna go with avant-garde, bohemian, and preppy. Which of these words would you close friends use to describe you? Okay, close friends. So this is the difference between the this one and the one in the early stages of the quiz, where it asked how would you like someone to describe you at a party. This is like, how would you close friends who actually knows you describe? Modest, commanding, sporty, grounded, deep, creative, dainty, alluring. I don't think anyone would describe me as modest. I think sporty, maybe commanding. I can be quite bossy sometimes. Well, not dainty. I'm not sure about the grounded either. Deep actually might be. Or creative. I feel like my close friends know that I have a creative side. So let's put creative. So I'm choosing sporty, commanding, and creative. And we're done. So let's see. I'm gonna first count all the letters and then let's look at the results together. So results are in. So I have mostly C's, 13 C's. Then I have 11 D's and then 10 F's. So C, mostly stone. The stone style route is the industrial, relaxed source of inspiration in your style. People with the stone style route are active, easygoing, practical, and dress in sporty, casual, distressed styles. Yeah, sure. Then the D, earth. I knew earth was going to be there. The earth style route is rugged, outdoorsy source of inspiration in your style. People with the earth style route are grounded, free spirits, spiritual, and dress in rustic, mystical, retro style. And then the F1, sun. The sun style route is the experimental electric. I can't read. Eclectic source of inspiration in your style. People with the sun style route are creative, eccentric, fun, and dress in a bold, playful, artistic style. Then the fourth one, I guess, was A. I got 7 A's, so that is the mushroom, so the very basic one. Yeah, I can recognize that as well. Okay, so stone, earth, and sun. Yeah, I see that. I see the sun as something that I would definitely use, but it's not the biggest one because I don't tend to dress in super colorfully, maybe. So I think that's like the spice that spices up the earth and the stone roots. Back in the big screen, I actually did have very fun doing this. I think I might continue this video, maybe make a part 2. I would like to create some outfits, maybe these style routes in mind, although these are like, I'm already dressing in this way, but I would maybe like to find how the clothing and the style that I'm already using matches these, and do I feel that it matches these style routes. So that might be something that I would want to think about, maybe, because if I'm just thinking about my outfit right now, for example, well, I do have a vest top and a t-shirt, and then I have this just to give me a bit of warmth. I guess it's very basic, but yeah, I think the stone style route is here, and maybe the sun one comes when you look at my trousers, which are like this print. So maybe that is how you can find the sun style route here in my outfit. I do have quite a bit of jewelry. I have earrings and I have a couple of necklaces on as well. I guess earth can be incorporated here. But yeah, Ellie-Jean Royden also has Pinterest boards with each style route. So maybe I'm gonna look at those and see how I feel about the Pinterest board, which is from my style route. So let's continue with that.